am Marwan Cameron, and this is the Conduit. And 3 times in like an hour and a half. What is going on today? It is crazy. Man, I'm telling you, there's so much stuff going on right now. I don't know if you can feel it, but I feel it. And it feels good. I'm just saying. It feels really good. Like I told you at the bottom of the hour, 6:30, I'm bringing you a guest. Our interview tonight will be A.J. Ellington. He is a high school student at Central Kitsap High School and has an endeavor that he wants to talk to us about. And as I said before in our preview video, it's really important that we support our children. We talk about how important it is to nurture their future and their goals and their dreams. And I think it's important too that they do attempt the big things and to dream. And we need to keep those things going, even more so now. And so he's going to come to us, tell us about what's important to him and what he has going on. And so the hope is that you will be able to help and to support now. So let's go ahead and welcome him on in. How you doing there, AJ?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I'm so glad that you can join us. How you feeling?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I'm really excited to talk about what I want to do.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. I was telling folks that you're a high school student at CK, but that's about as far as I went. So tell people who AJ is.
Well, I go to CK. I'm really just a normal kid. I go to school and then I just carry out my day, and that's about it. But I do have something that I want to start and get going. Probably something that I'll do annually every year, and I'm just really excited to talk about it today.
All right. Well, perfect. So, well, let's go ahead and jump right on to it. Well, what is it? What did you want to get into, and why did you want to come on to the Conduit today? What's your thing?
Well, I wanted to talk about my basketball tournament that I'm hosting around July, June-ish. We haven't got everything's not set just yet, but it's gonna happen. So, what the tournament's gonna look like. We're gonna have like a 3-on-3 and a 1v1. Anybody can come. There'll be like a registration fee, and then once you do all that stuff, you can join, and everything will be online, so you don't have to, come and do much personally.
All right.
To keep safe distancing, and we're gonna have safe practices at the tournament. Medical assistance so anyone gets hurt, and we're thinking about getting vaccines on site, which
Nice.
you yourself. What's the word? I can't think of the word, but that's what we're gonna do.
All right. Well, tell me this. What made you think about doing a 1-on-1 and a 3-on-3 basketball tournament? I mean, it sounds like a cool idea, but where'd that come from?
Well, to be honest, one night I was just in bed sleeping, and I was just like, you know what? I want to host. Oh my gosh, I'm this up. But I was just I want to host a basketball tournament, and just for the community to bring everybody together, do something fun. Because I know for me, not much really happens where I'm around. So something this big would definitely draw in people and a lot of supporters who would want to do it and have fun, get out the house, and just have a nice day.
Well, when we were talking before, some of the things that you were reflecting on was the impact that COVID has had on students and not being in class and not being around their friends and the interaction. So can you speak to that a little bit and why that was so important to you?
Well, I know myself personally, I haven't seen my friends in a while. I mean, I go on the game with them, but I haven't seen them in a while. And COVID really does suck. For some people, they're having a really hard time with it, just, because their friends mean a lot to them. So getting out the house, potentially having their friends come and do the basketball tournament, playing basketball with them would just really, bring people back together, and they would get out of that like rough time in their life to just have some fun because everyone likes basketball. Either they like watching it or playing it because it's just a fun sport just to, do in general.
Absolutely. So have you in some of the conversations you've had with your friends, have they expressed, just the desire to try to get back with each other, and then kind of sadness and anxiety of being separated and not being in school?
Yeah, actually, I was talking to my friend today actually, and just they've been like, what, once COVID ends and like we're 18, we're gonna take a ship a trip to Japan all together and do stuff because like that's just how excited they're ready for COVID to be over. We can all just spend time together, and
So y'all ain't going to Seattle. You're going to YOLO all the way to Japan, huh?
that's where they want to go. I was like, maybe somewhere closer, but
Well, I mean, you guys definitely been on lockdown. So what would you say are some of the negative, impacts that it's had on you kids, kind of being on lockdown for this time?
well, I know one of the main reasons is school, because virtual like academy school and all that, it's not easy. So like kids are really bummed out about it, and it's not like that easy to do, and it's just that alone can make someone like really sad and depressed because like just lockdown is just so hard, and then on top of it you can't go see your friends. You're just stuck in the house all the time. So like you got to worry about school, and then like when you want to go see your friends and hang out with them, you just can't because you're in the house.
So this would definitely make a big impact, as the country, the county is starting to open up now. More people are becoming vaccinated, and so yeah, I'm really excited about that. When you called me and said, "Hey, this is what I'm thinking to do. Can you help?" It was like, yeah, absolutely. Why don't you come on the podcast and talk about it? Because I do see the impact. Even though my daughter is 9, and Christmas didn't mean the same to her. And she said, Daddy, it's just not really a big deal. It doesn't feel like Christmas. I don't have my friends. Everyone doesn't really have their lights on. You're not going into the mall. And so she was sad about that. That's hard for a 9-year-old because you can't take that away from her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is. So yeah, it's super important to do that. It does sound like it's a lot of fun. And from what I understand, this is going to be for kids.
Oh, you froze. You're frozen for me. I don't know if you can hear me. Um, Let me see. Can I type something?
All right, so here we go. Sorry about that, AJ.
Oh,
Sometimes things
is it working
happen.
now?
Yep,
Is it
we're back
working now? Okay.
on.
Okay. Okay.
So that
Oh,
happens
that's good.
sometimes. The devil wants to kick you off and then pull you back on. So we are not deterred.
Yeah.
But so I was just telling people while we were reconnecting, because I'm still recording, uh,
Okay. Okay.
you know, the impact that it has on kids and the fact that we kind of see in the mainstream news, you hear from parents, you hear from experts and school teachers and principals, but you don't often hear from the kids. And then we often don't hear from our own kids. And so I think that's important to hear you express, um, what the pandemic has, the impact of it that it's had on your life and the lives of your friends. And so where we
Yeah.
left off, we were talking about one-on-one, three-on-three, kids of all ages and adults. Is that
Yep.
kind of the thought?
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be for the actually for the adults it'll be 18 and up, and then for the kids it'll be 10 and up. But also for the younger kids, there'll be like a section where they can just hang out. So we'll probably get like a mini basketball hoop so that they can play basketball as well, and just so it can give opportunity. Like I said, the community, and that implies everybody can come. Anyone who wants to come, they can come and sign up, register, and do the thing.
Well, I want to put out there for those of you that are watching this. I know many of us are talking about finding ways to collaborate in 2021. I don't know if you know Ashley Robinson or if he'll be around during the summer, but he is the owner of the Kitsap Admirals. And so
Okay, I think I've
you,
heard of that.
you've heard of Kitsap, or you need to look it up because he would be an awesome role model. Um,
Okay.
he has camps and all kinds of different things, and they compete overseas, and they're actually very decorated. Like they win a lot, so they're a good team. And he's got a Texas team also, and he's right
Okay.
here in Bremerton, so he's a local brother doing it.
Okay.
So if you're available, can give us some insight or some direction. We love that. Ron Atkins, local track hero, has his own gym out in Tacoma. If
Okay.
you're hearing this, love to hear what you have to say and your input on there. Shout out to Daryl Riley up from Slavery, and all of your resources and what we can do, to help this gentleman be successful. We have some other folks that we have had conversations. Well, I've had conversations with just since you and I talked, right? So you got me
Yeah.
motivated and excited and inspired. So I've reached out to some folks and said, hey, I've got a young man that wants to do this. So shout out to Julie Cooper. And she is with Fairway Management Mortgage
Okay.
Company. And so there's some things that she wants to do. So, there
Hmm.
can be some ways for folks to kind of come in and find ways to collaborate and just help, right? Because this isn't something
Yeah.
we've done before, right?
Yeah. No, this is brand new to me. Everything, the organizing, the planning, it's a little tricky, but I'm gonna get it done, and this is gonna be something great. I
Yeah,
I know it's gonna be something great.
I love it. I love it. I love your enthusiasm. And I love
Yes.
that you are you're daring to try something, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna
It's
try
a
it.
little it's a little scary to be honest. Like, 'cause like it's so crazy for me that I'm like, well, I'm really 15 trying to do something this big, and yeah.
Well, I tell you what, when you look back on your interviews, if you're, I don't know if you like LeBron or not, but if you saw his interviews when he was playing in high school, when he looked all young, and they're saying he's the chosen one and this and that, and his maturity level then, and how he is now as a grown man, I see some of that in you, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. So I will ask you how your grades there, sir.
My grades, they're pretty fine. My grades are passing. They're passing. They were a lot better in school, but like on online, they're passing. So,
Let me ask you
well,
about
it's a little bit.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Let me ask you about that. So, as far as doing school online, has that been a lot more difficult than actually being physically in the classroom?
Yes, it's a whole lot more different and difficult. Because at first, when like this all started, they had us doing 6 classes a day, and
Mm.
it was a lot of work, overwhelming work, and I was just like, it was not good at all, and I wasn't doing good at first. and I had to catch up pretty far. I can't lie. No, I got it done though. But then this semester they made it 3 classes, and it's a lot more simpler and easier. But also at the same time, it's still difficult, because like it's just not the same learning experience. For me, they have us like they tell us you're your own teacher. So like I'm responsible for learning all the stuff, reading all the stuff, doing it all, taking on the tests and everything. So
Okay.
it's a lot more difficult, and it's a new learning experience. So like if I were to do it later on in life, I mean, I guess that's the benefit of doing this now. But right now, I don't see the benefit. I don't like it, and this is not that easy.
So, are there any tools that you've been able to try to use to help you since this is your kind of your new normal?
Um, Sorta. I do like my schoolwork with my sister, so she's always there. If I need help or something, I can just ask her, and then like she needs help with something, we'll do it together. Cause we're there with each other, so we can help each other. Oh, did you freeze again? I think you froze again.
And find out what the impact is
Oh,
that have. That is so important. So thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm sorry I had cut you off before, but go ahead and share what you were about to say before I had cut you off and asked you about school.
what was I saying? I was talking about passing. I honestly I don't remember. Oh, okay, that's that's what I was saying. My for like the grading for what I do, it's different for some other kids because they have like um different ways that they do school. It's kind of different. We have progress and then we have our actual grade. So my grades, those are fine. They're like B's and C's. But then there's like progress. So like the work you do, like you gain more like progress throughout like the school year. So you have to be at like 100% and meet that. I don't think anyone really makes 100% because it's not easy, like I tell you. But I got it to like the passing point, which is like 70%. So like everything was
Okay.
fine. But the actual grade itself was like a B, C, and everything.
All right. All right. All
Yeah,
right. I like that. Well, I love that you're being resilient and adaptable. And that's good. And even with that, you're still, got a good spirit and saying, hey, how can we, um, help other kids? And I mean, you're thinking not only of yourself and your age group and your friends, but younger kids and adults. So, yeah, I think that's just really awesome. I think that's really awesome.
yeah.
So, do you have any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I don't think I do. I just really wanted to talk about the tournament. Um, well, to tell people where it's gonna be on this website that we'll have posted around May, around the time of May. That's when the website will go up itself. But then we'll start advertising it a little bit sooner so that we can let people know. So be there for like the day. It'll be around June, July, summertime. So get a team prepared so that you all can register and be there together, and just be ready for it because it's gonna happen. It's gonna
All
be
right.
good.
All right. AJ's like,
Yeah.
get ready. Get ready. Now, are you going to play in the tournament?
Um, no, I don't think I will. I myself personally, I'm not the best at basketball, so I don't think I will. But because also I got to do planning and all that other stuff, and I want to give more people the chance to do it because we're gonna have like a slot for the amount of people that can like register for it and everything. So I don't want to take up a seat for someone who really wants to do it.
All right, all right. I think you should, you could be maybe there's like celebrity coaches that can coach the teams. That'd be kind of fun. Uh
Yeah, I do know the game a little bit. I know a little bit about it, so I can help someone out.
well, and as far as you talking about, as details come out, as you ask for my help. So as that information comes out, I will put that information out on the conduit and try
Okay.
to keep everyone as up to date as possible and the powers that
Yeah.
I have at my disposal. So as that information comes in and AJ shares it with me, I will make sure that it gets out to the public immediately. AJ, anytime you need to come
I
on to the
appreciate that
conduit,
so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you need to come on to the Conduit and just share and update information, you could jump on for 5-10 minutes and just let people know. You can even record a
Okay.
video, just send it to me and just say, hey, just play this for folks, and we'll get it out
Okay.
there. But yeah, I think it's awesome.
Okay. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like I told you guys, I had a real special one for you today. This is AJ Ellington, 15 years old, high school student, CK, doing big
Yep.
things, taking care of business academically, which is really important to me,
Yeah.
but then also trying to serve the community and trying to do it big. I love that. All right, I'm R1 Cameron. This is the Conduit, and we will see you next time. All right, thank you so much, AJ.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Peace.